Hey Kim, it is October 28th, Tuesday, and 2025. Still alive. Chicago's still standing. A lot of good people out there making sure it's still standing. But here's the tiny urban garden in the end of October when most stuff is kind of done. But I thought I did some work in here this past weekend. I thought we would take a look. This table's almost empty. I just have parsley, a little dill, and some moss. Look at how cool this moss is growing here. This is just starting to grow. I don't know if it's because it was next to this moss, but I'm really enjoying the moss. I'm hoping to get more moss going here. I haven't read anything about moss, so that'll be this was arugula that I just cut back and made a little salad with a couple days ago, and that may or may not be my last salad from the yard. We'll see. My parsley, I just picked these raspberries this morning. I don't know that any of this is gonna get any bigger. I do have to cut this jalapeno down, but I still have these little teeny tiny ones. Sorry, it's not a jalapeno, not jalapeno. The begonias, of course, are just loving this here. They're loving this cooler weather. This was my cabbage that I had leaves in here, and you can see these leaves from the front yard. This is American basswood or linden, as its common names are. And so I put it in here as mulch, and then I had a couple of cabbages and the leaves got all eaten, and that came from these leaves I put in here as mulch. I do have some radishes growing, and here you can see I have some arugula. Let's see, there's some more arugula, there's another radish, and then I just threw in some spinach seeds yesterday, and you can see I have a cover for this, so the hope is that I do get to have another salad. I also still have some arugula leaves down here. I did really cut the beans back. I didn't get to finish, I just ran out of time, but I started from the top down because there's still a couple flowers hanging around in here, and I don't know. We'll just start from the top down. Maybe there'll be a couple more beans. These are my turnips so the leaves are great. It looks like they have that, that kind of mold that gets on the bee balm. What the hell is that called? Powdery mildew. For some reason they got that, but I don't know, like these are where my turnips are at. I mean, they've got like thick roots, but they don't have, the round. I mean, it's like, when the hell is that gonna happen? I'd say these have had about 80 days, and it says 70 to 90 days, so yeah, I don't know. This was my first time. I didn't really read too much about them other than they like the cool weather. This is the companion, this netting, to that system over there with that now has the plastic on it. And I don't know that this is how much protection this is going to give, but I have scallions in here, which seem to go really late anyway. And these are huge, and I really got to do something with them. I think I'm going to bring some to my mom's. There's a carrot back there. I threw carrots in here a while back, like in September. And then I threw spinach in here. Don't see one spinach leaf. I don't know if anything will pop up, but I don't have a better system than this right now. So if something does pop up, I'm not sure if it's gonna matter. I did take down the cucumbers. I have white Walla Walla onions growing in here, but I put them in 2 months late. Like, you're supposed to put them in February, and I put them in April. So that's also a dud. I have some radishes growing in here, but again, they don't really have the bulbs underneath. They're just the roots, so I think those are a wash as well. I don't know if in my last video or not, I showed you my, I think I did. I cut my gooseberry back, and so now this is our secret garden path. I think I took a video maybe when I fenced these that weekend, a few weekends ago. But you see, I've got these feverfew, the herbs, growing in here. That it's not necessary. It's a lot. So I'm gonna thin these out and give them to you in the spring. And then you can just really see how, even though I don't have the flowers in here anymore, this is still, you know, very full looking. I've got my seeds for the birds. They're not really going to have many insects to eat once it gets colder. Seeds over here from the goldenrod and the New England aster. I got to get more. I mean, the leaves will fall off of these things, but I'll put more leaves from the trees that are on our property, so that insects can be in there, and then the birds can eat that. See here, my little sweet pea tomatoes never. They're still all green. I don't know that any of these will have ripened. I just left them. Oh, and I wanted you to see in here. Look at those purple leaves. That's golden Alexander. They've got some really cool purple leaves. And then let's see, I still have quite a few raspberries going on here. And look, if the weather holds out, I have more. Look at this. These haven't even opened yet. I don't think they're gonna get pollinated, but you know. So I have raspberries in different stages here, but like I said, I don't know, you know, with the weather being in the 50s and the 40s, I'm not really sure how much longer these will go. And I have to, you know, it's best to wait for a first frost, but I have these rose hips. Got a lot of them, actually. So apparently you're supposed to wait for the first frost. Whoops, sorry about that. I'm gonna see. Oh, well, that seems ripe. Well, yeah, that's definitely sweeter than the first one I tried. Oh, they might be ready. Shoot, I'm gonna have to remember to pick those when I get home today. Okay, well, I mean, this garden still has a lot to offer as we go head out into the colder weather. Coverage for the birds, and then hiding spots for the insects that the birds will want to eat. Of course, I don't want all these little house sparrows eating the stuff. I want to see native birds. Too bad the blue jay didn't stop by while I was out here filming, but anyway, I'm sure he'll come by as soon as I stop the recording. So until next time, ciao.